Fortunately, parents will pass down their addictions to their kids because, of course, they are addicted into being the kid that they wanted to have a parent raise them into thinking they wanted to become. A lot of times, your parents, for example, so your parents wanted to be, turn the volume down right now. Thank you. A lot of times, your parents have no indication on what it means to actually be civil or to become an adult. And your parents will escape their current situation into their addictions, which is exactly why, to my youth watching this, your parents feel as if the volume, your parents will feel as if that smoking, drinking, OnlyFans, Pornhub, the internet, content, wanting to be famous, watching TV all day, playing a game, they think that these addictions matter to the current time period that they're living in right now. You as a child, you have to understand that your parents have no idea how to be a parent. And the thing is too, it's hard for you to understand that, so I'm gonna say it one more time, but I'm gonna say it in a deeper explanation. Your parents have no idea how to be a parent to a child. Because for one, when they were a child, they didn't have a parent to guide them towards being a parent right now. Because of course, if your parents don't know how to be a parent to your parent, how can it be a parent to you as a child? And then on top of that, when you become a parent as a child, you will only project what you thought you knew from your parents. That's exactly why, if you are young right now watching this video, even if you're older, there's always room to improve. I'm not gonna sit here and say that your parents are at fault for what they have done or what they did not do to you, but they are at fault for not wanting to take responsibility for the decision making that they made currently. Because you being reincarnated into this physical vessel right now, or a costume, you gotta understand that your parents made a wise decision or an unwise decision. But the thing is though, they aren't going to take into consideration that their addictions are going to bring them at fault when you are involved. Some parents will smoke around you. They'll drink around you. You may go downstairs sometimes. You may see your mom or your dad drinking a bottle and you're just like, I don't know what's in that bottle, but for some reason they look like they're dazed or they're trying to escape something through this bottle. But the thing is though, it doesn't matter if you drink wine, beer, alcohol, it doesn't matter what the fuck they drink. That drink will not help them escape their reality from you because you are a handful. Imagine your mom and your dad cook you a meal. It could be meatloaf, for example, or vegetables. And you start spazzing out. I don't want vegetables. Get that shit out my face. And then you slam the food on the floor. Your mom or your dad may want to beat your ass. They may even beat your ass. But the thing is too though, you don't realize as a child right now because you're young. Your mind is just not comprehensible for what's going on in your current time period because your ego is just figuring its way out in the complexity of your lifestyle. As you get older, as you get into high school, as you become 20 years old or 18, you start figuring out the ways of your past currently. And that's exactly why you have to forgive yourself every single day because, of course, your ego is just playing tricks on you. So you feel as if you don't want that food, but realistically, you should eat it. Because why? If you don't eat it, you'll be killing yourself in the long run. That's exactly why your parents do whatever they can to provide food on the table for you. But the thing is, too, us watching this video right now, we don't know that some kids don't eat at night. They don't get to eat. They don't get to have a full meal like some of you watching this video. Some parents don't even know how to fucking cook. So imagine a parent ordering DoorDash every single day. Imagine a kid eating Wendy's, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's every single day. And this kid's telling you when you go to your job or when you counsel them or when you see them in person, just on the street or whatever the case may be, they tell you, yeah, my favorite food is McDonald's because, I eat McDonald's almost every week. You eat bullshit almost every single week. Not knowing that these addictions are passed down upon your subconscious mind. The children who are younger than us right now are the future. They are smarter than us. And what's crazy, that's okay. Because as a parent, you should not be upset that your child is smarter than you. You should want your children to be smarter than you, obviously, because of course, we're not saying that you aren't genius, but you should want your children to be a better example than what you were placed in. Your parents gave you an example to follow. You either chose it or you didn't. But now that you are the example that your parents bestowed upon you, what will you do as the example that your parents gave you? Because you have a child looking up to you as inspiration or whatever the case may be. But the thing is, though, if you keep pushing them away because of your past experiences, your child will push you away. And on top of that, when you get older and your kid is still young, looking at you like you're a baby now, as you're older, they'll put you into the elder care, basically, or the retirement home. And then you regret. Imagine being an elder, 60, 70, and your children say, well, I'm going to put you in not foster care, I'm going to put you in the elder care or retirement home, and I'm going to see you later, I'm going to send you off. That's going to hurt you more than it hurts them. Why? Because your kids never found that bondage of love between any of you. And then two, if you have a single parent household, all your child watched you do was feed your addictions every single day. So what did they do? They put their problems and ran them off into the internet, or Twitter, or Instagram, or TikTok, or YouTube. They look up to a bunch of influential people like us, creatives, because of course, they have no creativity in the household. So you can't get mad if your child sees one of us in public and they give us a hug and say, I love you so much. I cry every time. I'm crying right now because I finally got to meet the person I inspired to be. Imagine seeing that as a parent. All you can do is smile and think to yourself, damn, what am I doing wrong? You ain't doing shit wrong, but you're not doing the right thing by being that voice for your child, because your child should wake up every day saying, I can't wait to come home and see my mom or my dad because I love them so much. They gave me so much information, so much gifts that I can't do nothing but share my grace and my gratitude for them. I can't get mad or sad or anything like that, because for one, when I get an attitude, I gotta check myself because I know my mom or my dad will discipline me. Just because you are escaping your unconscious reality, putting it towards and the thing is too, I can't tell you what to do with your addictions. But the thing is though, your children are literally watching you. Whether you see it or not, you cannot escape your child with beer, with weed, with cigarettes, with TV, with shaking your ass, with the hub, with selling your body, with whatever the case may be. You cannot, even video games, you cannot escape their reality when you are in a reality with them. You have to be there for them and think about what you are doing, because imagine your child getting older, they're going to school and they get bullied because all you're doing is showing your ass off on the internet, not knowing that kids finally have access to the internet. When we were young, we didn't have access to the internet, but now we got 11, 10, and 9-year-olds on the internet going crazy, talking crazy behind the screen with no profile picture. But let them see you in person, they will not have the same energy. People know about over-sexualized topics. People will talk down on people on the internet as if they are smart beyond the camera or beyond the phone. Then they go into school and they're failing, or they go into school and they're getting arrested, or they're getting killed, or they're killing people because there's no love at home for themselves through you. Your addictions are the reason why you are failing as a parent right now. On top of that, to my children out there, many of you are a product of your environment. So many of you are younger than me. You have more than one child. Holy shit. And then the thing is too, once this other parent, once they leave you, what do? Now you have this burden. So you may have 3 kids with this person, and they may just up and leave and say, I don't want to be with you no more because I'm a hoe, I see you as a degenerate, whatever the case may be. So now I'm going to walk away. I'm going to live my own life. And you have to accept that. You have to be able to understand that no matter what, people are going to do what they want to do because that's their life. They're grown. They can do whatever they want. But for you, you have responsibilities. You have responsibilities to work on. Put the addictions down and be addicted to loving your child for who they are. You have to accept them for what they want to be, because what they want to be is confusing. They don't know who they want to be because an identity does not belong to them. It's a delusion in this illusional world that we live in through our own delusion from our ego's perspective. You have to accept your child for what they want to be or what they think they want to be. Because who they want to be is not who they really want to be when they get older. They're having a complex cycle in their mind, and you have to be okay with that, and your mind as well. They need you, and you need them to be with you, and you need yourself to be with yourself as well. You have to be there for them, or else you will fail as a parent, and then your children will be the addicted parents that hate themselves because they learned that from your enlightenment. So what are you doing to bring your children towards a higher enlightenment before it's all said and done for your enlightenment? I love you. Have a great day, God and Goddess.